again, YouTubers. So this is another video in my set of comparison overview videos just of products I have now. And this is kind of my high-end mascaras. And sorry if the lighting isn't perfect. Got home from work, getting ready to run out and go grab a bite to eat. But I wanted to sit down and just do this video kind of quickly. And because I feel like even though I'm posting them in this manner, I'm also kind of falling behind a little bit in posting the videos. So I wanted to sit down and do this one. I have a lot of different types here. I'm going to start with like the most common one that you can get anywhere, or I'm sorry, that you can get at Sephora. And it's Sephora's Atomic Volume Maximum Volume Mascara. And this is a sample one. Sorry if the lighting's weird the closer I get and the further away I get. It's because it's nighttime here. This one has one of the rubber brushes, and it has a shorter comb side and a longer comb side. It's going to be really hard to see because it's so small. But this portion down here is much smaller, and this one up here is larger. Now, I thought this was okay. I thought it was decent. It was a sample from Sephora, but I would not repurchase it. It flaked on me a lot. It kind of gave me those little black spots you would find on your face. So I was not particularly a fan of this one. The next one I'm going to show you is Benefit's Bad Gal, and I have this in the blue color. This is the blue one, and I've had a sample of the original, and I did a review on that, and people told me, no, you know, you have to try a full-size one, because my review was kind of like I wasn't a fan. So I tried a full-size one. Still not a fan. I just think it's okay. People either love this or hate this. This one's a navy blue color. The color doesn't jump out on it. I don't notice it when I wear it on my lashes. It's nothing that I'm like, oh, that's a great product. It doesn't really, for me, lengthen and kind of separate. I kind of like a combination. I have very blonde lashes, and you can't see them at all without mascara on. And I have a good amount of them, but they're not very lengthened. But I like something that makes them so they're a little bit longer, but then also fans them out and makes them look very voluminous. So that's what I look for out of a mascara. The next thing, this was sent to me by LaBelle Mel. She might have a number after her name. She sent this to me, and it is actually I think it's Flamingo, that's what it's called. And it's 2, and it's a transplanting gel. Now what you do with this, I had to read instructions. And this one is, oops, look at that. Huh. Let's see, okay, there we go. It is a natural or regular bristled brush, but it's very broken apart, separated a lot. It's not as big as like the Bad Gal Lash one, which Bad Gal Lash, by the way, was not a rubber bristled brush. It was a regular bristled brush. So what you do with these transplanting gels is you actually can curl your lashes. You put on the black mascara, which is called the transplanting gel. Then you use the smaller container, which is called the fiber. And it actually really and truly is fibers, like little white fibers. So then you coat that on it and you let it dry for a minute, and then you apply this one more time. You can curl them in between, everything like that. I think this is a really nice product. I think it's a great concept. However, my big problem is I'm a contact wearer as well, and I found these little fibers kind of ended up in my eyes and kind of like drove me crazy, or I would feel it on the edge or things like that. So I like the concept of how it works. It definitely gives you really nice lashes, but I don't do this on a daily basis. This is something that I use every once in a while when I want those really dramatic lashes. So that's the Flamingo version. Now there is another version that was sent to me by another subscriber of mine, and this one is called Charming Cat. Same thing, 2 containers, a larger one and a smaller one. The larger one, okay, this wasn't like this last time I used it. Oh boy, something on this is not, I don't know. Okay, nah, this one's gonna have to go in the trash after I do this. Ugh, it really clumped up on it. I don't know if you can see that. Like, I can't even, like, do you see the difference in the size of the brush? How weird. I don't know what happened to that. It's almost like the stopper got taken out. I don't know, that's just strange. So this one worked almost exactly the same. The fibers on this one, there were not as many fibers on the brush as the Flamingo version. Both worked great, very, very similar. of the two of these, I think the Flamingo one I would repurchase. Some other high-end mascaras is, actually, you know what, while I'm on the Charming Cat brand, Flamingo brand. Huh, this one's a Flamingo one too. Interesting. Okay, I have another Charming Cat and another Flamingo one. So Flamingo one, this is the new brush, Magic Comb Solid Dense Rubber Brush. I did like this one because I thought it was cool. It's like can you see the curve to that? It's got a curve to the brush, but it's a rubber bristled brush. Now, here's the key that I find with this one right here is I find this one gives me a very wet looking eyelash, which is really neat. It kind of does that whole lash stiletto thing. It lengthens fairly well. I think it's a really nice mascara. The only downside is because my eyelashes do touch the top of the crease of my eyelid, like right up through here, it transfers, which really bums me out. So I do love the brush on this though. So this is a major one that I will definitely keep the brush on even when it expires. The other one that I have is a Charming Cat, and it is called High Tech Waterproof Mascara. Now, I personally am not a big waterproof mascara fan, but this one was nice. It wasn't as hard to get off. This is what the brush looks like. It's more the natural bristled or the non-rubber bristled brush. I like how it tapers in and out. It's very easy to apply. It lasts very well. It doesn't transfer and it doesn't flake. And it isn't as difficult to get off as most waterproof mascaras. Most waterproof mascaras, I have to really use like a good makeup remover to get them off. So that's a really nice product as well. For both the Flamingo products and the Charming Cat products, you're gonna have to Google it because I have no idea where you can buy them because I did not purchase them. So, that being said, the next thing I have is the Mini Bourjois Volume Glamour Ultra Black Mascara. And this one is a sample as well. I make sure, if you see me like having trouble unscrewing them, it's because two things. One, I screw the caps on these super, super tight, all of my mascaras, so no air gets to them. But also because some of them are ones, such as this one, the Sephora one, and I forget, the YSL and the Stila, are all ones that I've had for a while and they've actually expired. I don't use them. They've just been waiting for me to do this review. This one is completely dried up. Like there is nothing left to this one. It's actually the regular bristled brush. It just goes straight across. There's no like separation to it. It's a nice mascara. I wouldn't rush out and buy it. I don't know the price on it because this was a sample that was sent to me by a subscriber as well. I think it was a nice product. Would I run out and spend the money on it? Probably not. It's got to be phenomenal as far as a high-end mascara for me to go out and purchase it or repurchase it. The next one I'm going to talk about was actually sent to me by a company called Bela. And it's an interesting looking package. They're out of Canada. And it's very, very strange concept. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm gonna start it this way. This is what the packaging looks like. Okay, so it's a fairly large mascara because if you add it up to any normal size mascara, it's a big mascara. Okay, strange things about these. I had to figure this one out. The first one I got didn't work. They had to send me a new one. You unscrew this lid here, okay? And this lid can actually go onto the bottom of the mascara, okay? Then you have this portion here, and there is a slider, and you slide the wand up. So it's actually pulling mascara from here, and it's coating the brush and also going through a, the actual, why can't I think of this word? The part that cleans the brush, the like stopper right through here, and then the brush comes out. This is a good sized, not natural bristle, but the wider bristle brush. Reminds me a lot of Bad Gal Lash as far as the brush goes. It has really nice coating abilities. It gets on your lashes really well. It gives you good volume. My problem with this is it transfers horribly and it flakes horribly on me. And I was really disappointed in that because I think this is just a really neat packaging. I just think it's cool. I was really disappointed. It transferred, it flaked, it did everything that I dislike in a mascara. So I think the packaging is really cool, but the product itself, I think it just needs some work. So that's my opinion on that one. The next one was sent to me by a subscriber, and it's a Stila Major Lash Mascara. And it's funny because when I first saw this, I was like, wow, this is a tiny tube. This is actually the opposite. Like, look how tiny it is. And it's so thin. Like, it's so, so tiny. And I was like, that seems like it would be a waste. Like, because high-end expensive mascara, you want a bigger tube. You don't want a small tube. But I was truly impressed with this product. It has a really thin brush. It's a natural bristled brush, or the non-plastic bristled brush, whichever you want to call it. But the formula is awesome. It is so good. Like, it coats my lashes. It thickens my lashes. It doesn't flake. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't do any of those things. It's great when you use it with an eyelash curler. Like, it stays. It is awesome. And it's not as expensive as I thought it was. I thought this was going to be like typical high-end, like $20-some one. I think it's like $15. You can check at Sephora or at Ulta, but it's not expensive at all. And it's kind of easy to get a hold of because it's both at Ulta and Sephora, which is really nice. So that one's a good one. I really like that one. Next one I'm going to mention is YSL's Faux Cils. This is what it looks like. Gold tube. The brush. It's a different brush because most of these brushes that are the non-plastic bristled ones kind of do a rotation. This one's just a lot of little, like, sparse pieces throughout it. Now, here's the funny part. When I first got this, I was like, I love it, I love it, I love it, it's amazing. As it started to kind of dry out, as mascaras do, I loved it even more. But my main problem with this mascara, it clumps. It really clumps on me. And when I bought it, I was expecting like major amazing things. And it's a good product. It's a nice product, but I will not repurchase this one. Just as an FYI too, just so you guys know, I have tried Dior Show mascara and Dior Iconic. I think they're good. I know they're like holy grail products for a lot of beauty people. They just don't work with me. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of them. So the next one, and I purchased this one, is Lancome Hypnos. And actually the reason I picked this one up is I had tried a Lancome mascara long ago, and it's one of my favorite mascaras. And I think I was in Sephora, and I was like, I want to try that again. And I talked to the girl there, and she says, okay, we have all different types, but this is the newest and best one that is out there. And so I picked it up, and in the meantime, I also found out it's a big Kardashian fan. They use this a lot, and their makeup artist uses this a lot. I think it's a really nice brush. It's your atypical brush, like most of the ones that I've shown here. I think I've only had a couple of rubber bristled ones, but this one's a really nice brush. The packaging is nice. The product is great. It's not as expensive as YSL. I would repurchase this again and again over the YSL. I think it's a great product. I really enjoy it. This one has not yet expired. I think I have like 2 more weeks before this one's going to expire on me. And for those of you asking, yes, I am aware that mascaras expire give or take about every 3 months. I have an ongoing list because it's my one product that concerns me, and I don't want to have any problems with my eyes because I do wear contacts. So I think this is a great product. The next two I'm going to mention are kind of in a conjunction together. I had gotten a sample of this, and it was the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Volumizing Mascara, and I'm going to discuss this one first. This is the one I have on today. It's a really, really big brush, really thick, kind of looks like the Bad Gal Lash one that I showed here, and I loved the sample. So I decided to go in and purchase the full-size product. While I was there, I was talking to the girl, and she said, have you ever tried our Flawless Definition Mascara? Which is this one here. And this one is a really, really thin rubber brush. And see how it goes from thicker to thinner? And it's really nice to get into little areas. And she said, here's the great thing. She said, if you liked this one, she said, get them both together, which sounds silly, but after I was doing this review, do you know how many mascaras that's actually a theory of, is to do 2 different types of coats, or do one to lengthen, the other to volumize? She said, put on the regular Flawless Definition one first, like curl your lashes, put this one on. You can either, if your lashes stay curled very well, you can just go on to the next step, or curl your lashes again very quickly, after this one has dried a little bit. Then put on the Flawless Definition Volumizing Mascara. Now, when I'm not in a hurry, and the mascara I have on now, I was in a hurry this morning when I was getting ready for work, and I just put one on. But when I take my time and I do both of these, it's like wow factor. People think I have false lashes on. It's amazing. Like, it just does wonders. And it's funny, another thing I was thinking about is Guerlain, I think it is. And these are like, I think $18 each. I think it's Guerlain, has the double-ended mascara, one with a rubberized smaller brush and one with a thicker, bigger brush. And that's kind of the same concept, except for I'm getting a lot more product in these. And the Guerlain one, I think, is like almost $40. So same type of concept. So right now, these are like my holy grail mascaras. If you told me I had to get rid of everything I have as far as mascaras, I would want these two. If I could only have one, I would keep the volumizing one. But these mascaras, the formula is amazing. It gives you really nice, dark, full lashes. They don't flake, they don't transfer, they don't do anything. They're easy to remove. It is just love, love, love their formula, their brushes, their product. It is great. I absolutely love it. So, of the high-end mascaras, the ones I would suggest first and foremost are the Bare Minerals ones. If you're looking for something a little bit less expensive, actually this next one's pretty close to the Bare Minerals cost. The Stila one is pretty close. And then the other one that I would suggest is Lancome. I love the Hypnos, but depending on what you're looking for in your lashes, they have so many different formulas to fit you correctly for what you're looking for. So that's kind of my overview of my high-end mascaras, the ones I've had. I threw a couple in that I didn't show, that I have tried before. Which ones I really like, which ones I think are okay, you know, which ones have issues. So, like I said, actually, let me rephrase this. I will be 100% repurchasing Flawless Definition Volumizing. 100% be repurchasing this. So just my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions on any of the ones you saw here, put a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye.